Hi guys, I wanted to give you a heads up and tell you that we need to be starting on 3.4.2, the application problem. So if you don't remember how to get there, let's go back through this. It is right here under Apply Your Understanding. So you've opened Chapter 3, you finished 3.4. You should have the audit or the working papers 3-3 done. The work together and the on your own, you should do both of those. You should have done them. Mrs. Winters said that she went through those. There's the 3-3. And then down here at the bottom, the 3-4, same thing. Working papers. Only 43% of you have submitted. 3 out of 7. Come on, guys. We need to get that done. Okay? So now I want to go over 3.4.2. So I want to start here. And it's just like every entry that you've made so far. We're going to start with the date, the accounts that you're being affected, and the amount of money, and then your post reference, or your document number, I'm sorry. So date is going to be August 1st. What two accounts are affected here? Michaela Mundit invested $2,000 of her own money in the business. So she added cash, correct? And so we're going to do cash. Document number is receipt number 1, so R1. And the debit amount is for $2,000. Other account that was affected then is going to be capital, correct? So it's Michaela Mundit capital. And it was a credit for $2,000 then. August the 3rd. Used business cash to purchase supplies costing $216. Wrote check number 1. Now, so she bought supplies. Supplies are increasing. They are debited then because they're an asset. So we're going to do supplies. We wrote check number 1. That's your document number. And we've got $216. And they used cash to pay that. So we're crediting cash then for $216. Next, entry number 4. Wrote check number 2 for insurance. If you didn't know that, checks are considered cash. Okay, so we have prepaid insurance. Check 2 for $245. And cash again for $245. Oops. Number 5 entry is going to be purchase supplies for $68 over the phone from Southern Supplies, promising to send the check next week. Memo number 1. So we bought supplies. Debited. Using memo number 1 for the amount of $68. Now, we didn't pay for it, so we can't use cash. We charged it essentially. So we owe them money later, right? So we have to change that to accounts. Oops. Payable. And the company's name was Southern Supplies. How did I know that we had an account named that? If you didn't know, you go to your chart of accounts right here. Accounts payable, Southern Supplies. For $68. Entry number 11. Sent check number 3 to Southern Supplies, so they're paying their bill. So we are going to notice when we charged it, we did accounts payable, Southern Supplies credit. So to do the opposite of that, to get rid of it, we do accounts payable, Southern Supplies, check 3, and we're paying the $68. Now, Get the check, we're paying cash then for $68 credit. Number 12, sent a check for the electricity bill, $180 check for. So how do we know what account electricity bill would come out of? We go to our chart of accounts. Electricity is an expense, so it's under utilities expense. If you didn't know, you can copy and paste these things. It helps sometimes. So utilities expense, check for, right? For the amount of $180. And then we did cash for also $180. 15. We wrote an $800 check to Mrs. Munden as a withdrawal of equity for personal use. Use check number 5. So when you take out of your capital account, we don't use the account capital, they withdrew it. So the account name for that withdrawing is the account name. And you look here, it's Michaela Munden Drawing is the name of the account that we use. Five. Yep, check 5 for $800. And then it was a check, so it's cash for also $800. If you didn't know also that you can pin this so it's not in your way, you can see more of your screen that way. That helps. On the 16th, we're going to do sold services for $412 to Jay Lepowski, who agreed to pay them within 10 days. Sales invoice number 1. So he charged it. We did this, but he charged it. So he has not paid us yet. So we have not gotten any cash. So we can't put cash there. So you put Jay accounts receivable. Okay. Then you put sales invoice number 1. So S1. And it's for the amount of $412. It's a sales. It says right there, sold services. So we sold our services to him, or her, I guess, for $412. So sales. On the 17th, we recorded cash sales. Now this is a little different because it's cash sales for $1,179. Calculator tape dated March 17th of, so T17. So here on the 17th, notice it's T17 because that's today's date. So we actually received cash, correct? And then we're going to put T17, and it was for $1,179. And then we are going to go to sales and do the same amount. Okay, I did about half of it with you. I guess a little more than half. So you only have, 2 more entries. I think you can handle that. Get that completed and submitted.